All right, guys, it's Paul Singh, the Market Speculator, with the trade report for Monday, October 24th, 2017. Market breaking two highs here. It'll be an interesting week this week. We've got a lot of earnings coming up. So earnings is starting ramp up here. A lot of earnings that are going to set the tone for the market. A few that I'm really interested in heading into the week are Halliburton, Twitter, Visa, Amgen, Microsoft, UPS, CVX, McDonald's, AMD, 3M, and AT&T. Now, these aren't necessarily to trade. I'm really rarely trading 3M or AT&T. A few of them could be good trades like Amgen, Visa, Twitter. But the real reason I'm paying attention to these is because they are going to set the tone for the market. So we want to see how earnings are reacting. I don't only watch earnings season for trades as you guys normally see, but I'm also monitoring them just to get an idea of how earnings season is going and how that's going to impact the market. So we're going to pay attention to that as well. Let's look at SPY here. SPY popping on Friday, breaking out to more all-time highs, 0.52%, leading the three indexes, with IWM here at 0.46, but not at highs yet. And then the Qs below highs as well, but at 0.27%. So the market looking really strong to end the week. SPY leading. Maybe we'd like to see Qs or IWM doing a little better, but that's okay. What's leading the market right now is, at least going into the end of the week, financials, big pop, almost looks like SPY here. So really leading the market. We've got steel, and I'll just show you X here, breaking over its 50-day moving average. So commodities doing well, coal, steel, aluminum doing well. Steel is the area where I like the stocks for potential trades. And then retail is making another comeback. Now it's tried a few times and pulls back. Maybe this is the time, but a ton of retail stocks looking good. And we're actually going to add some to our focus list, not only just the retail sector itself, but we've had some decent earnings in retail as well. So let's look at current position. Actually, let's look at a few other sectors here. Oil here coming back. Obviously, that's good for our DO position. Energy here as well. We want to see energy get over the 50-day moving average. XHB, we already looked at financials. Very similar to financials, even stronger than financials. Now we're watching some of those housing stocks, but they're a little extended now, so I'm not going to put them on my watch list, except for LGIH, which still is at a decent entry point, but we'll keep an eye on housing. Semiconductors continuing to look strong. Brazil pulling back here. So this is going to be an interesting watch. Do we get a buy the dip opportunity? Let's see how it handles the 50, if it pulls back here, or if it breaks the 9. Either one could be a potential entry in Brazil. China looking good. And let's take a look at the retail ETF. We looked at the underlying, but the ETF itself is looking pretty strong, and we could enter here at 26.75 and maybe get out at 29 or 30. So let's put that on our watch list. And then biotech has pulled back here. Let's see if this is the spot where it remounts and bounces over the 9 or pulls back to the 50. So we're going to be watching biotech very closely in LABU. Current positions, DO still nicely above our entry point. Again, we want that about halfway to target. We want to get it up to 16. Facebook sitting right around 175. We need that next big push to about 178. Tesla right at our stop level, but it got some decent news this morning that has it back up to 350. Now we want to see a little pop. We're not going to hit our target before earnings. Earnings is Wednesday, but maybe in the next 2 days we can get a little something out of it. And then OLED is sitting halfway to our target, entry around 130. 140 is where we want to get out, and we're at right around 134, 135. Focus list. Pretty big list this week because we've added a lot of retail stocks, but the first retail, and let's start with those that we've added. Skechers, huge breakout. Nothing to do right now, but we're going to watch for breakout patterns that would either be a pullback, maybe a high type flag and a break, a pullback and a hold. We could even get a short if it runs for a few days and gives us a reversal candle or breaks this range in here. We could potentially short it as well. And I do short a lot of earnings plays. NVIDIA, the semiconductor we're watching, sitting at highs. And actually, let me get to the Retail stocks, Crocs, big breakout yesterday to highs. We want to see a pullback there. PayPal, this is actually financials, but breaking to highs. We want to see one of those kind of breakout patterns. GPS, Gap has had a big pullback now, holding the 50. Looking good for a potential entry here. Now we need to break the 9. You could take it before the break or wait for the break, but overall nice pattern after a deep pullback. Under Armour has been a dog, but finally breaking out on some decent volume here, and maybe this gives it the push it needs to get to 17, 18, or maybe even 19. So this is a potential entry here. Macy's, this is another one that what looks like to be a bounce bottoming play fails, but now picking up some volume and up over the 50-day moving average. And finally, Ralph Lauren, looking for the break of the high. Google, now we're getting away from the retail. Google pulled back to the 9. Let's see if it breaks to highs. X is our steel stock. We could enter right here as it's remounted. The key moving average, FAS, we need a little pullback in financials, but definitely one to watch. LABU, same analysis as XBI, either pull back to the 50 or break of the 9. Netflix has pulled back. We want to see if this is going to be a pullback by the dip play. We need to see strength. Same goes for Baidu. Same goes for Baba. So basically the same pattern for all 3 of these. Snap, Chat here, pulling back. Again, is this a buy the dip? We want to see strength to give us that clue. SEDG is back on the list. Solar stock. Let's look for either a pullback or break of the highs. And then military defense, another sector that has been leading. We're going to watch Boeing here as it breaks to highs. Tough to enter here, but we'll look for a pattern. And LMT, this is actually an entry you could do here on off the hammer, and now the confirmation on Friday. So that's it for the trade report, guys. A lot of stuff to watch. Pay attention to earnings. Pay attention how the indexes handle all-time highs here.